Here we go. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Trench Grenade channel. I am your host, the average rifle enjoyer that your mom said that we have at home. Thanks for watching. Guys, the purpose of today's video is to tell you how to actually use those 14 rifles that you have staged in your safe. It's okay. Today I'm going to teach you how to actually use them. This is going to be a refresher for all my former 11 Bravos and all my 0311 Marines that have gotten out, and they just need a little bit of a refresher for all my former law enforcement, my pro Second Amendment guys, my professional LE. This is going to be a refresher, and for all my just a civilian crowd, this is going to be for you. By the way, every time you say I'm just a civilian, I want you to go in and get in the front leaning rest position and knock out about 20 perfect push-ups, because saying I'm just a civilian is discrediting yourself and what you bring to our community and to this country. Okay, as you guys can see, I'm wearing my awesome freaking Texas State Trooper hat. I want to give a shout out today, super quick, with this baller shot collar coin, okay, from the chief of the Texas State Troopers. Hopefully you guys can see it, okay. Thank you for awarding me with this coin, sir. Thank you for having us down. And you know what? Not gonna lie to you, I had this in my mystery ranch bag and I discovered it again along with the other coins some of the members of their training unit gave me. So thank you, sir. Shout out to the Texas State Troopers and the Texas Trooper Training Unit. Okay, guys, you guys know what's coming right now. So Patreon, it's $5 a month. If you want to see more content like this video and you want a video every single day of the year 2024, well, guess what? I don't get paid much from YouTube. I don't get paid much. I get paid less than what I don't know, maybe like a 2003 Toyota Corolla payment. So if you think I'm worth more than a 2003 Toyota Corolla payment and you want to continue seeing these videos every day, I suggest you go over to Patreon and give me $5 a month. It's just a suggestion. Guys, like the video. Every time you like the video, it tells a like-minded individual, hey, there's a channel over here that you might want to check it out. Your likes mean more than you can possibly imagine. Last but not least, we're going to leave a dog emoji because I still got that dog in me, and where my dog's at. Woo, 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 woo. There we go. Okay, thanks for being here, guys. The drink for the video is water because I just got out of killing back and biceps, so my back and biceps need to be fueled and rehydrated, okay? Okay, before I get into the purpose, I got to tell you, there are several loaded weapons in the room. This Glock is loaded, or Shadow Systems is loaded. The shotgun, you can't see it, my feet, is loaded. The rifle that's strapped on my chest by this sling is loaded. And this Beretta M9A4, hashtag Beretta game, is locked and loaded, okay? Just to give you a situational awareness so everyone's on the same page. There will be a point in this video where I tell you to go secure your carbine or your rifle. Do not do it yet. First thing I want to cover is the 4 rules of weapon safety. I want you to treat every weapon as if it's loaded. Never point your weapon at anything you don't intend to destroy. Keep your finger straight and off the trigger until you're ready to engage, and always be aware of your target and what's beyond it and its surroundings so you don't accidentally smoke your buddy in Minecraft. Guys, the purpose of this video is to teach you the basics of how to actually utilize your rifle. During this block of instruction, I'm going to be using the talk-through method of instruction. I want you to take notes. For all the guys that just need a refresher, that's fine. I'm going to go into MOA. We're going to talk about some loading, unloading procedures, and we're going to talk about a little bit more advanced stuff. But this is going to be a refresher to get you, the average Minuteman, caught up to speed on how to actually use your rifle. That is the purpose of today's video. I will tell you when to go secure your rifle. If you don't already have it yet, don't worry about it. You don't need it yet, okay? By the way, this is only for Minecraft and our Grand Theft Auto server. So for all you guys thinking, this guy's teaching people how to kill people. Yeah, it's for Minecraft, okay? On that note, this video is not your standard YouTube video, okay? This is not your standard gun tube type of video. This video is going to be used to actually get the modern patriots ready to fight. This is not going to be some highly edited 17,000 round review of my whatever rifle. Oh, it's awesome, dude. You should go shill for this company. I am not a shill. The only thing I'm going to shill for is the cup of coffee worth of money you need to give me every month if you need to see more content. This is not going to be the channel where I shill out for some company and tell you that it survived an 80,000 round test. This ain't it. Okay, define. I'm going to define your rifle. So, this is a magazine-fed gas-operated, air-cooled rifle that fires a 5.56 projectile through a right-hand 1 7 twist barrel. Okay, it weighs approximately 7.49 pounds. The max effective point target is 500 meters. The max effective area target is 600 meters. Has a muzzle velocity of 2,970 feet per second. Okay, obviously some of those characteristics are going to change based on which weapon system of the AR-15 pattern you select. Okay, as you will notice, I have a standard birdcage on here on a 12.7 M16A2. The reason I've selected this basic you-know-what rifle is because most of you are going to say, I don't have that, dude. I don't have that. Well, guess what? I'm going to teach you how to be effective with this rifle, okay? So that is what the definition of my rifle is, okay? I'll have some of those metrics up here. We'll discuss some of them later. I'm also going to get into barrel selection for all you guys that are like, what barrel length should I get? I'm going to get into it. Okay. First thing I have to teach you is 8 cycles of function on the weapon, okay? But before I teach you that, I have to teach you how to clear it. Go get your rifle. I'll wait approximately 10 seconds. You can pause the video here if you need to. Go secure your carbine. Do not do anything with it. Keep it pointed in the safe direction until I tell you to do otherwise. Okay, you have your carbine. Okay, so what I want you to do, first thing, pick it up. Safe direction. Keep it pointed in a safe direction throughout the block of instruction. I want you to put it on safe if it's not already on safe. If it won't go on safe, that's fine. Bear with me. It will in a second. I want you to remove the source of feed. Secure that source of feed in your back pocket or on the couch next to you. Next thing I want you to do is take your non-firing hand and put your left thumb on the part that does that noise. You hear it? Everybody make that noise with me. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is take your firing hand, place the buttstock on your knee or however you need to do it, like on your hip, how I'm doing it. Look down, secure the charging handle with your firing hand, pull sharply down and lock the charging handle to the rear position. Watch where that projectile that just came out of the barrel extension or chamber went. Next thing I want you to do is place the charging handle to the forward position. And now, if your weapon did not go on safe to begin with, place it on safe. Next step, you're going to visually inspect the barrel extension, also known as the chamber, the magazine well, and the bolt face. Once you've conducted this 3-point safety check, I want you to always verbally, out loud, say clear. Okay? Let's walk through it one more time. Okay? You pick it up. I want you to make a song out of it if you're just getting started. If this is your first time actually learning your rifle, make a song out of it. Pick it up. Safe direction, safe. Drop the magazine. Lock the bolt to the rear. Inspect, 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 clear. That is how you clear your AR-15 or your M16A2 carbine or your M4A1 carbine, okay? Now that you watched where that round went, you're gonna pick it up, pull your magazine back out, and put it back in your detachable box magazine and secure it back in your back pocket or in your battle belt or your flick, wherever you're utilizing this block of instruction. Okay, now that I've taught you how to actually clear the weapon, I want you to hang the rifle with your sling around your body. This is the hang. Everyone should be hanging their rifle around their body. This is the hang. Say it with me. What position is this? The hang. Now I want you to take your firing hand, finger extended and joined, and secure the pistol grip. This is the safe hang. Okay, we're going to get into more positions later, but for now, I just want you sitting just like that in the safe hang, watching me, watching you, talking to you about your rifle. The 8 cycles of function of the M4. You don't do anything, you watch me, okay? So, the first step is feeding. Feeding is not feeding the magazine into the weapon. Feeding is when the bullet goes out of the magazine and begins feeding into the barrel extension, or also known as the chamber. So that is step 1, feeding, okay? Step 2 is feeding, chambering. Chambering is simply when the bullet is going up and into the chamber. So we got feeding, chambering. The next step is locking. Locking is when your bolt is actually locking into place. It looks kind of like this, and it will lock into place. The next step, feeding, chambering, locking, obviously firing. We're not going to do that today. And then it would be unlocking, extracting, ejecting, cocking. I say again, feeding, chambering, locking, firing, unlocking, extracting, ejecting, cocking. Okay, I'm now going to unload my weapon for demonstration purposes only to continue this block of instruction. Clear. Okay, I've taught you how to clear your weapon. Now, I want to teach you how to load your weapon. Now, remember, all of this is from Minecraft. Finger straighten off the trigger, point in a safe direction. If you have dummy rounds, utilize them. I want everyone to secure their dummy round magazine. Secure it. Okay, now, don't do anything. Don't do a dang thing until I tell you to do it. Watch me do it first, then pause the video. First thing I want you to do is get up into your workspace. How do I know what my workspace is, Trench? Okay, the way you're going to find out what your workspace is you're going to take your buttstock, you're going to shorten it all the way. Obviously, this is too short because the weapon system cannot be fired with stability with the buttstock this short. So I'm going to fully extend it, okay? Now the buttstock for my height is appropriate. This is called sizing the weapon to your body, okay? So you're going to extend the buttstock, put it in the nook or crook of your arm right next to where my bicep is, okay? This is called your workspace. Now, that is how you size your buttstock to your body. What I want you to do, now that I want you to go ahead and size your buttstock to your body. Go ahead and do it. Once your buttstock is sized to your appropriate height, this was the workspace I showed you, right? You're never going to do that again. From now on, I want you to tuck that under your firing arm. See how my bicep is covering the buttstock? This is always going to be our workspace. Some of you might know this as the high port, okay? Now that you have sized your weapon, your buttstock, I want you to secure your magazine. Watch me do it and then you do it. The way you're going to load. Now this is not how you're going to conduct a reload. There are only two types of reloads. There's a reload with retention and a reload without retention. If you've ever heard of a tactical reload, water break. If you've ever heard of a tactical reload or an emergency reload, those people are stupid. I said it. Listen to what I'm saying. Those people are stupid. There's a reload with retention and there's a reload without retention. Retention means you're going to secure the magazine after you take it out of the gun. I'm going to teach it to you today. Stay with me. Okay, to load the weapon. Load the weapon. Okay, this is not a reload. Some people of the uneducated variety might call this an admin load. This is not an admin load. This is how you load your weapon. Okay? I'm going to teach you how to reload with and without retention in a second. Secure your magazine. Put your weapon in your workspace, as I have done so. Notice I can literally turn any direction. Am I flagging or pointing at anything I don't want to destroy? No, I'm not. Secure your magazine. Weapon still unsafe, fingers still high and off the trigger. When I say high and off the trigger, I mean up here. Take your magazine. Fully insert. Pull down because you can. Notice, did I ever tell you to slap the magazine? No, I did not, because slapping the magazine will induce a double feed with this weapon system. So fully insert the magazine. Pull down because I can. That is your life insurance policy. Press the bolt release, or we're just going to call it the bolt release, okay? Because there's going to be different schools of thought. How about that? Now, your weapon is loaded. If it is daytime, I want you to secure the handguard with your non-firing hand. I want you to take your firing hand, I want you to hook your charging handle with your firing thumb, just as I've done so, and I want you to put your middle finger right here, okay? I want you to pull back and inspect. Notice, I can see brass. Can you see the brass? Okay? That is how you conduct a chamber check. Then you're going to release your charging handle and hit your forward assist. Close your ejection port cover and go to the collapse slow ready. That is how you load your rifle every single time. I'm going to do it one more time at full speed. Clear. Take my magazine, put it in, pull down because I can, pull, release, check, forward, close. That is how you load your rifle. Now, if it is in hours of limited visibility, aka I cannot visually inspect my round in the chamber like I've showed you, okay, I'm going to show you how to actually be able to do that. You leave your weapon loaded, I will show you how to do it. Clear? First thing you're going to do, secure your magazine. Let's assume it's nighttime. I have my nods on, not my high-speed cowboy hat. I'm going to physically, I'm going to close my eyes, feel. Okay, the top right bullet, top right, top right, top right. I'm going to go through my loading procedure. Put it in, pull down, forward. In this case, I'm not going to conduct an actual inspection of the chamber, so I'm just going to simply hit my forward assist, okay, and close my ejection port cover. Did I call it a dust cover? I did not. Why do you think I didn't call it a dust cover? Because it's not a fucking dust cover. Then I'm going to remove my magazine. Did I say top right or top left? I said top right. Notice it's on the what? Top left. What does that mean? Where'd the other bullet go? It's in the weapon, correct. So now what I'm going to do is take my rifle, put it in, and pull down because I can. I'm not going to slap the magazine. Slapping the magazine is how you're going to die in Minecraft. Also, it's how you're going to induce a double feed. I'm going to put it in until I hear the metallic click, pull down because I can, and make sure my ejection port cover is closed. Not my dust cover, because it's not a fucking dust cover. Okay, malfunction. This is the one I do not want you to do in your house because you're just going to ND through the wall. So you just watch me do it. As I talk it through, I'm going to make sure we're still recording. We are. Okay, there are two types of malfunctions. There is an immediate malfunction and there is a remedial malfunction. A immediate malfunction, which means it's going to happen immediately, means I'm fighting. I'm going to leave the weapon system on safe as I am in my house and I do not want to blow a hole through this wall, through the next wall, and kill the neighbor's dog. Okay? Fighting. Click, no bang. So I got to click, no bang. All I'm going to do is tap, wrap, bang. I'll do that again for demonstration purposes. I'm fighting. Click, no bang. Workspace. Tap, upward on the magazine. Wrap, the charging handle to the rear. Release, bang. Notice, I did not baby the charging handle. I pulled it and released it. I don't baby it forward. You are going to conduct immediate action 2 times. If on the second time immediate action does not work, I'll do it 1 more time for demonstration purposes, but this is the second time. Fighting. Click, no bang. Tap, wrap, click or mushy trigger. All I'm going to do, pay attention. All I'm going to do, attempt to place the weapon on safe. Will not go on safe. If it doesn't go on safe, that's fine. First step, workspace, attempt to place the weapon on safe. It won't go on safe. Remove the source of feed and secure it. Not in my flick. If I'm wearing a flick, do not secure it in your flick. Lock the bolt to the rear. Place the weapon on safe if it didn't go the first time. Inspect, clear. However, if you have a bullet sticking out like this, you're going to swipe forward. You're not going to swipe backwards. You're going to karate chop it forwards. That's going to remove that malfunction. If you have a double feed, that means 2 rounds trying to enter 1 chamber. Yeah, buddy, lightweight, baby. If you got 2 rounds trying to get into 1 chamber at one time, that's a problem. All you're going to do is take your little fingers and fish them out, okay? You're just going to fish them out, let them fall out. After, there's 5.56 everywhere. After you clear that malfunction utilizing remedial action, secure a new magazine. Put it in. Pull down because you can. Pull forward. Inspect. Forward, and then get back into the fight, okay? That was remedial action. All right, guys, I'm going to go to the hang, and I'm going to take a drink of water. At this point, I'm going to start teaching you guys about ballistics, okay? Don't tune out because this is one of the most important parts. If you enjoyed this video, I need you to consider becoming a member of the Patreon. It's less than a cup of coffee a month. Get over there, check it out, guys. It gets you access to a private Discord server where you can find buddies to train with and to game with. Okay, to talk to you about ballistics, I need to talk to you about a lot of things. But the first thing is internal. Internal ballistics is everything that happens to the bullet inside the weapon, i.e. going through the barrel, okay? External is everything that happens to the bullet when it leaves the weapon, i.e. wind, gravity, stuff like that, okay? So that is going to be external ballistics. Terminal ballistics is everything that happens in Minecraft when this M193 ball round hits this freaking Minecraft Roblox guy going 2,970 feet per second and completely destroys his heart and lungs, okay? That is exactly what external ballistics or terminal ballistics are. Now that you understand internal, external, and terminal, I'm going to talk to you about bullet selection. Guys, this is an M193 55 grain ball round. This is what most of you are going to be stocked up on, okay? You need to have a lot of M193 55 grain, but you need to have approximately 377 grain OTM, open tip match. You need to have at least 300 of that loaded in your go-to-war magazines in Minecraft. That stuff actually fucks, okay? How about that? So that is what you want loaded. That is going to be your bullet selection. Guys, you want anywhere from a 55 grain to a 77 grain. Sometimes the bulk stuff or the M855 or the M855 Alpha 1 are going to have a wider MOA. I know you don't know what MOA is. I'm about to teach it to you. But use this general rule of thumb and you'll be good to go, okay? Barrel selection. Don't worry, I'm going to get into this in a second, I promise. Barrel selection. The shortest barrel I have out here today is a 10.3 inch barrel. That is from right here, before the muzzle brake begins, to right here, okay? So from right here to right here. This is going to be the shortest barrel you can go with on a 5.56 or 2.23 rifle. If you have a 7.5 or a 9.5 FUD gun, you need to sell that thing to some other sucker immediately, and 10.3 is the shortest barrel you want to go with, okay? The reason being is a little thing called dwell time. If you do not have enough dwell time for the actual cycling of the weapon, then it's going to be unreliable. As well as, if you do not have 2,970 feet per second, then you're not killing. So if you have some FUD blaster with a freaking 7.5 inch barrel on your AR, you're an idiot. You need to sell that thing because it's not going to work unless you literally hit them right in the heart or right in the brain. And guess what? You could do a lot easier with that. You could just use your freaking handgun for that because now it's just the same. I would actually rather have my Beretta than I would have some FUD blaster. Just saying. For all you FUDs, sell it. Okay. Barrel selection. The shortest you want to go is a 10.5. Typically, you want to stick around the 12 or 11.5 to 12.7 area. Okay, this is a 12.7. I have two 10.3s, among other things. I do have a Mark 18 at my feet that you cannot see. Here it is. Okay, look, Mark 18, where it's two. Yeah, okay, so the shortest you want to go is a 10.3. The longest you want to go is a 20. However, for all my 20-inch gang out there, just know you are sacrificing a lot in maneuverability. Your ideal barrel length is around a 14.5 if you want a do-it-all rifle. However, I have elected for my do-it-all rifles to go with a 16-inch barrel. This is going to be another basic bitch AR that we go over in a second. It's a Colt 6920. It's a 16-inch, okay? Just ignore it for now. But a 16-inch barrel is really going to be a good sweet spot for you as well. Okay, we're going to pause right here, and we're going to get into some actual zeroing procedures, okay? All right, let me get a drink of water. Guys, hopefully you've already liked the video. Okay, we have a bunch of optics and nods out here. We'll talk about those in a second. Okay, so what you see here are two different types of zeros. Now, I want to talk through this. This is your barrel. the thing that says bore. This dotted line is the path of flight, almost like a water hose when you're spraying it up in the air, or a football path, okay? So think about that when I'm telling you how to actually utilize this weapon using a battle sight 0, okay? A battle sight 0. This dotted line is the path of flight. This straight hard line is the sight alignment and sight picture that you're seeing. So this is what you're actually seeing. This hard line right here. Notice as he's aiming at this guy at 200. And you're standing back here, but at 50 meters, okay? At 50 meters and at 200 with a 50 meter 0, your point of aim and point of impact are going to be the same spot. That means if at 200, if I zero my rifle with 5 round groups, okay, 5 round groups, if I zero my rifle at 50 meters, at 200 meters, if I aim at the exact same spot, I'm going to kill the shit out of this guy in Minecraft. Now what that means is, this is going to be an urban 0, okay? So if you live in a suburb or a city or a highly trafficked area that's not the mountains or anywhere where you expect the enemy is going to be around 300 or in, then you're going to use a 50, 200 meter 0. That means you're going to 0 at 50 and you're going to confirm at 200. Your weapon is not zeroed until you confirm it at range. If you think I'm wrong, well, you're wrong. How about that? Because this is straight out of freaking the Army Marksmanship Unit. Okay. So, they're the people that win gold medals every year and beat everyone in the world. Yeah, those guys. Okay, 50 to 200 meter 0 is going to be utilized in an urban environment. This dotted line, the reason you're getting that, that trajectory is because your barrel is going to be ever so slightly elevated. Not to the naked eye. So if you were to look at my rifle right now, it does not look like to you that this is elevated over my sights. But it is, because my sights are going to be what's actually looking at the target. My barrel, just like kind of like an artillery cannon, would have to elevate to get it to go farther. That is what we're doing with our barrel. We're elevating our barrel with our 50 to 200 meter 0 to get it to travel farther, almost like changing the direction of flight with a football, okay? Changing our release. So if you look at my rifle right now, it looks like it's dead on, like it's straight, parallel to the marching surface. However, it's because it's not. It's, to the naked eye it is, but it's not. It's ever so slightly angled upwards. That way it can travel farther fighting gravity. This is how your 50 to 200 meter 0 works. If you live in the mountains or somewhere with a big open terrain, you're going to want a 25, 300 meter 0. Now, like the same thing before, your barrel will be ever so slightly angled upwards to give it the trajectory of a thrown football. Your sight alignment and also, or your sight picture, I should say, not sight alignment, but your sight picture, because your sights, my sights are aligned right now. Because my head doesn't need to be behind it to align my sights unless I'm using iron sights, but that's also known as a sight picture, okay? A sight picture. So with my sight picture is dead on the center of this Minecraft guy, but my barrel is ever so slightly angled upwards to get it to go farther, okay? You're going to use a 25, 300 in areas where you expect your engagement to be at 500 meters, okay? Out to 500 potentially. Now, this is max ordnance. Max ordnance is the highest point of the trajectory of that bullet, okay? That is your max ordnance. All right, I want to teach you guys one more thing before we get into MOA. If you haven't liked the video and you're not on the Patreon, well, you are the exact reason why content most likely is going to slow down drastically on this channel. Okay. This is your front sight post. And all you guys tuning out because I have a red dot, I don't need to know this. You're a FUD. How about that? This is your front sight post. It's up here, okay? This is your rear sight aperture. Your front sight post, okay, is going to need to be in the center of your rear sight aperture. Now, when I'm looking at my target, first of all, right here, I want you to pretend like there's a red dot on sitting, like it's sitting on top of your front sight post. This is going to be your point of aim. If I have a target out here, that is a little bit too high, but when you're looking at a target, the target needs to be blurry. The front sight post needs to be clear, okay? Front sight post clear, target blurry. With a red dot sight, the target should be clear. The red dot should be blurry. So say it with me now. With iron sights, either fixed iron sights or backup iron sights, the front sight post should be clear, the target should be blurry. With a red dot, the red dot should be blurry, the target should be clear. Now notice, what did I not draw on here? I did not draw the little sight protector wings that are on the left and right of your front sight post. The reason I did not draw them is because they are not an aiming device. They are only there to protect the front sight post. At no point when they designed this rifle were those two wings designed to be used as an aiming device. They are only there to protect the front sight post. So if you have been told to keep your wings or your protectors to touch the sides of the rear sight aperture, that person that told you that is fucking stupid and they are wrong. I am telling you the truth. These are only there to protect your front sight post from becoming damaged. The more you know. So what I would encourage you to do is when you're getting your perfect sight picture, completely ignore the wings or the sight protectors and only focus on getting that front sight post directly in the center of the weapon. Your firing hand should be as high up on the pistol grip as physically possible, and your cheek, when you get a good sight picture, you're going to start with your chin on your buttstock and you're going to roll into it, getting what's called a chipmunk cheek. A chipmunk cheek. Notice, was my nose touching the charging handle? No, it was not, because whoever told you to do that was also fucking stupid. The way you get a perfect sight picture is you size the weapon to your body. Remember how I taught you that? You size the weapon to your body, put it in your shoulder, put your chin on the stock, and roll into it every time, getting a perfect chipmunk cheek. Whoever taught you all that other bullshit, they are wrong. Congratulations. Now that I have taught you what sight picture looks like, I'm going to teach you about MOA. Guys, if you don't think this video and my content is deserving of $5, I don't know what to tell you. You're the reason why I'm losing motivation to continue making these videos. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Okay, MOA. MOA is an angular unit of measurement. It is a minute of angle. A minute of angle is an angular unit of measurement. What does that mean, French? That means it's the language that we're going to speak to our rifle on how to actually make adjustments at range with our optic sights or our optic sighting system, okay? So a minute of angle is an angular unit of measurement. I'm going to do a separate class on what's called MOA math, or how to make adjustments quick and in a hurry in Minecraft combat on your target. That way your rifle actually is hitting when you find out that you need to make an MOA adjustment. But if you want to see that, support me and I'll support you. Okay, MOA, angular unit of measurement. This rifle is a 2 to 4 MOA gun. Your rifle is most likely a 2 to 4 MOA gun. What does that mean? That means when they sold it to you and they guarantee 1 MOA, the gun is 1 MOA. Sure, if it's a really Gucci AR, but most AR-15s, just regular rack build guns, are going to be 2 to 4 MOA. That means at 1 inch, a 1 inch, so if you have 5 rounds on the target, 5 rounds within 1 inch, okay, well, we have one flyer, is going to be 1 MOA at 100 meters. A 2-inch group at 200 meters is 2 MOA. A 3-inch group at 300 meters is 3 MOA. Your rear sight adjustment for your carry handle is 0.75 MOA. Your front sight post for any front sight post is 1.75. Your RCO, which is your ACOG, your CCO, which is your aim point, or most, like your EOTech, most of your optics are going to be 0.5 MOA for both windage and elevation. When we're talking about the adjustments, we are not saying up and down. We're saying windage and elevation. Windage adjustment, elevation adjustment. Sling. Every rifle needs a sling. If your rifle doesn't have a sling, you're wrong. Fix it and do push-ups. Sling. Let's talk slings. Slings are used for multiple things. Slings are used to secure the rifle to your body. Slings are used to also secure the rifle in a certain manner so you can effectively draw your handgun when your gun goes down, okay? That is what your sling is used for. It's used so you can do other things with your hands. When the dude breaks into your house in Minecraft and you punch 7 through his freaking central nervous system and his heart and lungs, and you need to actually pretend to render aid or whatever you're going to do or call 911, okay? When you're doing all that, you need to have a sling, okay? So, look, I can do things. Look, I'm on the phone. Hey, don't move. Don't move. I'm calling 911. I'm scared for my life. After you've already punched them full of 22 size projectiles, right? So sling. If you don't have a sling on your rifle, get one. I recommend an adjustable sling so you can actually use it to your advantage, okay? Light. You need a light. All the rifles at my feet have a light on them. Look, a stream light. It's cheap. It's like I don't even know, 120 bucks. I don't use pressure pads because they melt where I'm located, and I've had bad experiences with negligent discharges. Get a light. I recommend Streamlight or Surefire. Okay? Mags. Mags are the #1 cause of failures for your M4A1 carbine. So, invest in mags. Gen 3P mags or the Blue Follower Tan GI mags. You do not want the gray GI mags. You do not want old P-mags. You want Gen 3 or you want tan GI mags and blue followers. Magazines are the #1 source of malfunction for the M4 series of rifle. Last thing on the list, and it's a whole nother video. If you want a dedicated video to it, I'll do it. LPVOs suck. Period. LPVOs are trash for you and your use, most likely in Minecraft. If you want a dedicated video to LPVOs suck, post down below in the comments. Last thing, if you have night vision, it's going to be very hard to utilize night vision like this PVS-14 White Foss with a rifle like this. Okay? So, for night vision, you're going to want to secure something like this D-Ball A3 to a very sturdy mounting system. That way you can effectively engage at night, or get an optic like this EOTech that you can actually utilize with your night vision for passive aiming. If you want a video on that, I'll let you know. The meta is either a carry handle or an EOTech or aim point with a magnifier. All right, guys, this is going to be how to actually use your rifle 101. If you've got this far, you need to be on the Patreon. If you want to keep seeing videos every night on my channel, if you want to keep me motivated, you need to check out the Patreon. It's only $5 a month. Guys, this is going to be Trench Grenade signing out, your average freaking rifle enjoyer. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Cheers.